Hey folks, good morning. How are you all doing? I hope you're all well. And today we're gonna have a quick look at what's going on in Arena. And probably many of you heard the good news. There's going to be a new format, which is going to be a non-rotating eternal format, and it's going to be all the cards that are on Arena which are legal in the paper format Pioneer. So this is going to be strictly paper based. They don't change cards, they don't nerf cards, they don't buff cards, there won't be alchemy cards. Okay, so our daily is to get red and play green and black. So we're gonna throw together quickly an aggressive deck that we can play some reasonable fast games with, and we're gonna, as usual, probably just go for historic and start with, if it's green, black, then this is a good way to start it. Reggie's rotting, right? We will want push. We will want Heaven Legion. We want some good green creatures, but how are we doing mana-wise in this deck? The mana is not great, but it's not horrible either, I guess. Yep, there's some pretty decent things we can do mana-wise here. Right, so these are good. These are all pretty good lands. We can play the Pathway, the Marsh, the Glade, the Tomb. That's pretty good. Yeah, looks very good. We could play something like Sec. We could just play Golgari Food, to be honest, but I'm pretty bored with it at this point. I would rather play something else. Even if the win rate is going to be lower. It's just nice to have a bit more variety. Yeah, Golgari Food is of course very powerful. It's always going to do the job, but it's also a little bit boring. Right, good. And then let's try Sorin and Nissa. These are gonna be ideal top ends, and maybe a Gargaroth. And the Ceratops on the side. Good, and then we would need some good creatures, right? Just to put some pressure on the opponent. So what would be the best 1, 2, 3 creatures we can get in these colors? The best 1, 2, 3. Actually, we could go up to 4. I like Connoisseurs, this Stalker Connoisseur. That's a good card. I think we can play that. Binding might be something that we just want in the side for slower matchups. Maybe Nissa is the same. Yeah, and then we can go down to 22 lands even. Okay, so for the moment, yeah, I don't think this is going to be a Death Shadow deck, so we're not going to play the Pain lands. And in that case, we can get rid of two lands. So we have 16 spots. And we're gonna want to play some stronger threats. So what could put good pressure on our opponent, especially early on in the game? We could try Tribute. Try some of these relatively aggressive creatures. And some of them are decent and well costed. Ah, Trespasser is perfect actually. Trespasser is very, very good here. Murderous Rider, that's also an interesting option, actually. Murderous Rider is something we could bring in. Yeah. Ghost Rider can be annoying to get rid of. Gesha is very good against creatures. I mean, Gonti is, I think, slow. Ranko can be fun. Alright, how about green? Is there anything interesting? So, do we want Goose or something like Pack Leader? Willow guys? No, not really. Jolryle. Actually, Painful Bond, something we would want. Oh, and Ooze, of course. Painful Bond and Ooze. Painful Bond and Ooze, yeah. That actually sounds pretty perfect. I mean, Liberator is a good card, but we don't have so much early aggression to reliably bounce things for it. So I'm not sure about how good Liberator would be here. It's a good creature overall. We could certainly try it. We could certainly try it. I mean, Reggie maybe in this deck is not that great anymore. But then what do we liberate, right? We don't have early cards with strong ETVs. Yeah, that's true. Rough-Struck Beast is not great in this deck. There is nothing enabling it. It's primarily not an adventure deck. So yeah, it's a bit tricky. And Ambusher can be good. It's a cheeky creature. Questing Beast as well. So this is becoming a Golgi mid. And then, of course, we want Painful Bond and probably we want Bond and Undercity. Those are both good. And probably we want one Agadeems as well, just in case. And then maybe we cut down on the recursive creatures a little bit, and Horobi. Those are the things that I'm a little bit less sure of. Maybe one Ooze main is enough. Should one Ooze go into the side? Yeah, so one Ooze main, one Assassin's Trophy main is okay. And maybe 3 Trespassers and 2 Connoisseurs are also okay. And in that case we could fit in some decent creature exile. Well, Okiba would be interesting. Now, that would be something to do with the Jukai boy. That would be very, very good. Toshiro Umezawa would be good as well with the Jukai. Actually, these things would be good with ninjutsu as well. I should try out ninjutsu with these things. These 3 enchantments. But anyway, for the moment, what I'm thinking about is maybe 1 go blank and maybe a split of 1 extinction event main, 1 inside. Okay, so we're just playing to get the dailies done. This is not anything very serious. It's not a super competitive deck. Not something I recommend you to play. This is not something I would necessarily recommend you to play on the ladder if you care a lot about your rank. But we're just gonna take a look. I don't mind so much because we have painful bonds, so we might get decent What is on swamp? Swamp. Swamp the mountain. Very nice lands. Okay. But they don't play anything. It's so interesting. We get our 6th land meanwhile. That's very generous. And 3 fatal pushes. It's really as if I would be playing a paper deck, and it's the first time I'm playing it and I haven't shuffled it properly. And it feels exactly like that, 100% like that. But we are gonna go ahead with Franco because we can discard some lands to it, and opponent seems to be... I mean, I think at this point we don't want to give opponent any cards, right? Because they're stuck on lands, so we don't want them to draw any lands. We're just gonna discard a land. They don't have lands, so they have to discard some action. In general, it's not a great idea to give our opponents cards unless we're really desperate to do so. But we're not that desperate at the moment. We're just gonna bring the Scavenger. It's already a 3/3, that's pretty decent. We can remove something if they have another small creature coming out. They seem to have drawn a lot of Harvesters. Some kind of weird Rakdos deck. It's funny, right? We drew 7 lands, they drew 2 lands. Seems like they don't have more removal either. I wonder what they did have. So they're definitely a low curve deck. That's for sure. I haven't seen much else though. Probably Assassin's Trophy is not that great. They are playing a good amount of basics. Javelin might be alright. If they have early creatures, then these 2 are not brilliant. Don't know about Go Blank. We might not need it here. We might be better off with Murderous Rider or Gisha or Ooze. Ooze might be good. Or Gargaroth. Well, let's good to go and just see what they play. It's interesting. Other people are brewing as well. Although their deck looks to be pretty much the Haha, Tootsie's mirror. Nice. Their deck seems to be the... Oh, well, that makes sense. Their deck seems to be a port of the Alchemy deck. Alchemy Rakdos mid-range deck, maybe with some added historic cards like Tootsie's. Well, we are definitely going to get in with Knight. Yeah, we will try this. I never played it. I don't know whether this can work or not, but... Haha. Now my opponent gets their 1/1 red, which they're promptly going to use against me, and then get rid of my command. It's worked out pretty well for them so far. But they're stuck again on 2 lands. So weird. Well, we're not killing these rats. We're willing to take a little bit of damage because that should help us with the Horobi. Yeah, okay. Are they killing that immediately? No. No, they're not. Wow, okay. Then let's make them discard their highest costed card. I mean, their discard spells were good, I think, but 5 mana, oh my god. Yeah, we are definitely sucking one of those. Oh, that's nice. They're getting the other one. Okay, makes sense. I mean, we have a 3/3 flyer though, with haste, that's pretty good. Yeah, my opponent had very, very bad luck, that's the reason why we won this game, to be honest. That's the reason why we won this game. Okay, we're just gonna get our dailies done and then we are off. Today's gonna be a very, very long day. I'm teaching 6 hours. There's a bit of administration and preparation involved. I'm gonna be on the train for 2 hours and so on. So I'll start at 10 and then finish around 8, 8:30 in the evening. But this is a nice morning, chill time before the work, before the storm. Okie dokie. Active listener. Oh, too bad we can't talk, right? Wouldn't mind talking to an active listener. So, I mean, the good thing is, and we can maybe look for a land with command. And if we do that, we might be able to curve out properly. We're just gonna bring... But the mana situation is, in colors which have access to the 4 fast lands as well, I think the mana is fantastic. Mana is pretty dang good. I mean, we are primarily a black deck, so we're gonna bring this. Fabled Passage on Mountain. This person seems to want to fill their graveyard, but Jund. Dreadhorde Butcher. Wow, interesting. Dreadhorde Butcher. Okay, let's get in for 3. And it doesn't kill it. Huh. Now we can bring this and this. That's not too bad. I think they play Croxa or something. There must be some reason why they want to fill their graveyard. Dragon's Rage Channeler or something similar. I'm okay with trading my Trespasser for the Butcher. The Butcher is very dangerous in the long run. Robber of the Bridge as well. Wow. And Cold-Grown Familiar, so many interesting threats. I'm actually kind of impressed here. So I think now we do want to find a land and kill something off. Yeah, I'm the player, that is the creature. We don't get the land. Shit. Are we just gonna raise? Yes. Yeah, get rid of the Cold-Grown Familiar, ping them for 1. Yeah, I guess we just have to raise, right? Yeah, I guess that's fine. And what's more dangerous? Maybe the card advantage engine? Yeah, it also gets counter. Wow, didn't find a 4th land. That's sedge. That would be nice. We don't play many 4 mana value cards, but 3 of them are in our hand at the moment, so this is trouble. Ooh, they can spend the 3 mana as well. I mean, this is pretty bad in some sense, but in one sense it's pretty good because they're growing my creature. I'm gonna get that back. And I do get... Ooh, that's pretty good though. So I think what we need to do here is to Connoisseur to make sure that we have the card advantage. That was their highest mana value card. Really? Wow, interesting. And I think we just need to keep them under pressure. I mean, unless they can kill me this turn, I have a pretty good chance to get rid of them. Okay, Lost Treasure is a good throw. So this seems to be a person who would like to play Jund, but they don't have the lands and the wild cards. Yeah, this is the bad thing about Historic. It's very exclusive, like gatekept. What a weird expression. I don't know whether this is an expression or not. So I mean, let's try and go in, and then we see from there. We'll take it from there. They definitely have to block that. Yeah, that's correct. And then they're going to sack that. That's right. That's also correct. Yeah, and please don't deal any significant damage. I mean, we could Extinction Event these 2 things, but that doesn't seem like a very good play at the moment. I think I am just going to play Sorin and that's it. I think I can minus Sorin actually. Well, if they waste removal, I'm getting rid of Sorin. I'm sort of okay with that. Because then I don't have removal for my threats, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think that's fine. What else would be good here? Gisha could be good. Shovel could be good. They have a lot of basics, so Assassin's Trophy isn't good. Ambusher might be okay. Rankle is not that great, they have a lot of creatures they can sack. City Stalker isn't that great because they have a lot of low mana creatures. Scavenger can be alright. Pulse. Agabeam. Agabeam and Pulse might be a bit slow here. And Skyclave can't block, that might be a bit problematic as well. Yeah, a Plunder is actually pretty good because, yeah, they play a lot of things that we're happy to get. I think Gargaros would be hard for them to get through. That's why I think that might be playable. So let's see what the active listener has up their sleeves. We have to check whether they are going to listen to what we have to say. Our story is going to be quite simple. We would like to kill you, my friend, but that's not a story we can tell with 0 lands in the hand. We can tell it. This is a little bit better. Yeah, three lands could be okay, but I think there's going to be 2 more lands in the next 5 cards for us, so that's a problem. That is a big problem. And Painful Bond and Go Blank are good together because they can sort of swing the... they can swing things around. Right, I mean, they can help us to catch up. Oof, hold on. Hold on is a bit of an issue. What's better, to Painful Bond or to Boseiju the Oven? Oh man. It's sad, but I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, I know I'm ramping them, but still. I just don't want their cat to start pinging me to death so early. If you already have Boseiju, we should use it, right? Ah, but basically I color fixed them. Ouch. Now you gave it to season in trouble. And they have another oven. Brilliant. Dang. That was painful. So what, should we force them to discard 2? Probably yes, right? Let's play on curve. What if I would have played Bond instead of Blank? Wow. They would have had the Devil. That's good that I got rid of. Yeah, that would have been very, very painful. That would have been very, very painful. Double pinging. And also pings from the sacrificed food tokens. They kept a Butcher. I mean, the Butcher is pretty strong, fair enough. Really need something like Gargoyles. Gargoyles would be great next turn. So the way I think about it is I'm gonna play the Ooze because it's something they have to remove. They might panic. Or I might even be able to trade with their Butcher. Oh, very good! That's, I mean, not very good, but it's not as horrible as it looks. And then they're gonna have, maybe, hopefully, a harder time getting through the Gargoyle. And Gargi can start drawing cards. Oh, we're just gonna try and bring the Gargoyles. Yeah, we're gonna lose a life, but it's Gargoyle, which is pretty decent. Good old Garg. It's the elder Gargoyles, and this is the younger Gargoyles, which is less scary, of course. It's a little beast. Off the sides in danger. And none of the abilities. Okay, this is pretty decent, so we can do some things here. We can get rid of their oven. And we could also... What should we do? Should we drain them? I think we just force them to get rid of their champ blockers before Garg can attack. Garg attacks. should we first bond? Let's bond first, right? And see what we get. Let's bond. Yeah, okay. It's not horrible, but not great either. Yeah, so definitely that goes. And we're gonna get rid of the familiar. I should have gotten rid of the goat. I mean, they're gonna sack the familiar anyway now to the oven. Right? They wouldn't have waited. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, should have been a goat, because this way they have a jump, easy jump. But this one has trample, this one does have trample. That's good though. Yeah. Draw a card. Ooh, that's pretty tasty. That's pretty tasty, yeah. Okay. Really? Ghost Rider? Oh! How annoying. How surprising and annoying. Very annoying. Wow, wow, wow. That was a good draw on their part. Right. They can't get rid of my Gargaroth. That's pretty sad. Yeah, not much I can do here. I mean, they could have sacked the goat, I guess. Gilded Goose. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, how annoying. This can bring back the cat more times. Yeah, I think we're just gonna get rid of the goose. We don't want that around. Although that might enable them next turn to go straight. Not yet, but yeah. Wow. So actually I might just want to attack with the hive here to make sure that the Ghost Rider can't come back. Yep, I think that's quite important. And get rid of the Ghost Rider. We don't want that to be back. And then my opponent is trying to race me with a cat. So far so good. And at some point they have to start drawing lands. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. They can't keep on drawing gas forever. Although it seems like we can keep on drawing lands forever. We started our process of drawing exclusively lands. 8, 9 lands already out of 22. Yeah, opponent has a long way to go health-wise. And they drew the removal as well for the Questing Beast. Beautiful. Okay, we're just gonna play this, pass the turn. Make opponent forget that they shouldn't attack with their familiar. Jump 50 hive. They can't bring it back, that's good, then we can get rid of it. We're just gonna use this, cat. Or should we have a look at what they are? I think we're okay. We're just gonna go. Let's just get rid of the things they have. Try and kill them actually. They're keeping something back, I wonder what. I think it's a pretty good way of finding out. Ah, nice, 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 nice. Good, very good. Well, if things go like this, then we might have a good chance. I think we're gonna win this, yeah. But I think the big thing here was that, one of the big things was that opponent didn't build their deck optimally, obviously. The other thing was they just didn't have the right lands. Like, you shouldn't play this many basics in a 3-color deck. Also, Scorching Dragonfire might be a good sideboard card, but they had it in the main in the first game already. We saw it. That was a bit weird. Well, I mean, otherwise it's just a stock tuned, which is not bad. It's just, I think Golgari at the moment is a little bit better. It's more consistent and coherent. Lower curve, can make use of Lurrus. It's overall just a little bit stronger. Right, so far so good. I mean, this deck has been doing okay, so that's pretty good. Perfectly content with the performance of this one. Sometimes my homebrews are very lacking, but seems like in this case it's relatively decent, which is good. 2 lands, but we have command, so we can risk. Kumano faces Kazan. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That seems so good. That seems so good. I mean, if this is mono red, we're gonna be in a pretty difficult place. Oof. Wow. Look at the value, man. Oh my god, it's just beautiful. And there's still my Horobi. No! Ay. I mean, I can get rid of their robber, or I can plunder them. I think this is maybe pretty good. Yeah, I think this works, right? I mill myself, I get rid of the enchantment, I get my land, I cast my land on black, no tax. Next turn I can cast it on black and bring Trespasser, or the plan, or I don't know, Fatal Push and something. Yeah, this is becoming pretty bad. This is becoming pretty bad. This is becoming very bad, very quick. Really. So let's plunder them. Let's plunder them. Okay, Ferocidan. I'm pretty happy Ferocidan's gone, actually. And Chainwhirler is gone as well. Wow, that's good. That's very good, actually. I'm very, very content with that. And we're gonna get rid of the Robber of the Ridge before they can use the ability and steal something else or cast my Horobi from it, off it. And then we can bring the Questing Beast and hope to stabilize at this stage. Which would be a good stage to stabilize that. Well, not sure, I don't know, against mono red they might have just enough direct damage. So next turn I think we need to bring the Sorin and make the vampire, the lifelink vampire. Yep. I might just text Sorin to make 2 of those. Seems like a good deal actually. I mean, just getting rid of Annex would be pretty good too though. Getting rid of Annex would be pretty good. But, no, I think I have to make that vampire.
For the sake of all innocent,
well, my problem is that my worry is that if I don't... Oof. Players can't gain life. That's rough. That's pretty rough. Now we have to trade here. Ay. Players can't gain life. So we need to get rid first of the Ferocidan, because we do want to gain life. It's for sure.
Things have not gone my way.
And yeah, Soren, you've done more than enough. I mean, you give us two 3 lifelink flyers for 4, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, they're gonna get used, that's fine. No blocks. I mean, at this point, we can basically... Alright, what do you have? Can we get something? We get a... Okay. Well, I think we can raise them, though. I think at this point we can raise them. And... Yeah. Yeah. Even if they hit me for 6. Let's move for 4 at them. Okay, so Toadseeds is not necessarily what we want in this game, but Kozilek is very good. Booth, Gisha, Garyaroth. Connoisseur might be a little bit slow here. Extinction Event might be a little bit slow here. Renko might be a little bit slow here. I might want to ooze more. And I don't know, Chevil is excellent, yeah. Trophy is also not great because they have a lot of basic lands to just bring out. I mean, the Riders are decent, right? I might want 1 Extinction Event just in case. Mono red, people. Wow, tough. Tough, tough, tough. I mean, it's a man land. It's got removal, it's got a decent creature, and we're gonna draw 1 more card. Should I hope? Should I not? Takenuma is virtually a spell. Yeah. Takenuma is a spell, we can look at it that way. I feel Horobi is a dangerous thing, a little bit. Karizev, oof, yeah, Karizev can put a bit too much power on the board every turn and get out of control. I don't know whether it's a good idea actually to play Horobi because it gives them the rats. It basically increases the amount of damage that we're going to take here for a couple of turns, which doesn't seem great. Okay, the brains. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the... Yeah, we need to get rid of the Bone Crusher Giant. That's critical. Now Horobi steals the rat tokens, which is good. And we can bring Sorin, which is also good. And he's gonna make a lifelink vampire. And we're gonna try and get out Sorby.
I'm busy.
We're gonna let... Oh no, they have the bugbear as well. That's so annoying. Everything comes at me. So that's 3, 4, 5. That's lethal. Wow. So I basically have to trade. I basically have to trade. And I'm still gonna get 7 damage. Wow. Heck, man, that's pretty bad. Yeah. Pretty bad.
What's one more grudge?
Well.
I bring my
Oh my god. They can still Remnant Ruin me to death because it's a red source. And Remnant Ruins are red. Ah, they're going to kill me with Remnant Ruin! Oh no! What? Oh, the lands are not... Really? The land doesn't count as red? I'm shocked. But very happy as well. What do we do here? I mean, if I Takenuma, I can get back Sorin of the Trespasser, but I can't play them this turn. If I Agadim, I don't have enough mana for the Trespasser. But I can if I Takenuma first. I can keep up the Hive, which is maybe not bad. Yeah, I think I'll just have to keep up the Hive. So I think what we need to do is to go in with this. Just to avoid dying to the Remnant Ruins and keeping up the Hive. And if I don't have to use the Hive, then I can Takenuma Sorin. Okay. They're coming in with everything, so I have to Hive. Right, because otherwise I can't block enough. Even one thing kills me. That's pretty good for them. They can draw 2 cards. At the beginning of your upkeep, getting Torbran would be good, but it's also nice to just get the Robber of the Rich and keep getting cards with Gisha. Right, I mean... I think that's just powerful. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So... Dang. I lost the land. I think Agadim is gonna be something that we just have to pay tapped. I'll have to go in with the Vampire to try and stabilize. And we keep up the Ambusher and try to ambush Torbran. We're going to try to ambush Torbran. Shoosh, man. Brutal. They draw really well. They are drawing quite well. But to be honest, they drew a lot of lands, so I can't even complain, I think. This one I did draw rather well as well. See? So we're gonna bring the Ambusher, kill Torbran. Oh, we have to trade. This guy can't block. Oh, it comes back with Decayed. No! Oh, but we would win probably, right, if they lose Torbran. That's true. They give up. Okay. Wow, that was lucky. I feel that was lucky. Well, anyway, this was really fun. This was really fun. This was unexpectedly decent. And we get a rare card, Invoke Calamity, a very bad rare card, but okay. Nevertheless, it's still decent playable. Well, not a playable, but it's a red card. It's a card. Oh, FIFA. It's a card, yeah. So, I don't know, does it make sense for me to buy the Progress? I could get... the Mastery. Yeah. Not sure. Anyway, I still have a few days to decide about the Mastery Pass, so at the moment we're doing pretty well. Right, so this deck was a lot of fun. It's a Golgari mid-range deck, and what it's trying to do is, you can see it has 22 lands, and it's trying to have a few early reasonable threats to pressure the opponent a little bit, not too many, but a couple of creatures to play a bit to the board. 4 creatures, 4 creatures, 4 creatures, and then a few more very efficient late game creatures with interesting abilities. It's a toolboxy approach. We play one-offs because we want to be able to deal with different situations, and we have a little bit of card selection with Witherbloom Command, Painful Bond, and Sorin. Not much, but something. We can get back a few things with Takenuma and Agadim. We have some manlands to deal with situations, Castle Locthwain Kendros as well. The mana for Golgari is excellent. We have a low land count, and we do want to play a lot of the utility land, Locthwain, Hive, Takenuma, Boseiju, Lair. So I'm not playing the check lands, they're a little bit too risky, because we only have 5 lands which have their types. So most of the time they would come in tapped, and we don't want too many tapped lands. We do want to curve out, usually 1 to 4, and play something or have something up each turn. We have a little bit of hand disruption, a little bit of removal in Fatal Push, Assassin's Trophy, Maelstrom Pulse, a little bit of Graveyard Hate with Graveyard Trespasser and Go Blank. So we have a couple of options against everything. Probably, as always, dunks on this very hard, because at the beginning they can deny our plays. Our plays are quite irrelevant against them, and then from once they manage to stick some kind of value engine, they can run away with the game quite easily. But that's the risk we are taking with midrange always. The control is gonna dunk on us hard. What we're trying to do with those matchups is have Ceratops, Murderous Riders, Binding of the Old Gods, Nissa, so maybe we can stick a threat that they don't expect, and bring in another additional Assassin's Trophy, especially if they're 3 colors. Maelstrom Pulse, they can deal with their Shark Typhoons or the Fairies. But yeah, those matchups are just not good. But against creature-based matchups, we can do well because we can remove a lot of their early threats, and we have some decent creatures that can help us to stabilize. And we even have threats not to let the games go too long. Gisha has been pretty hilarious. It's just here really some opponents are trying to go under the meta these days, and Gisha is just hilarious if you can get it to work 1-2 times. So that's it. It's a bit of a meme, but it's a funny one. I can recommend this. If you are not too worried about your rank, if you're grinding hard, don't play this. But if you're just trying to enjoy the game and want to try out something different, then give this a go. It's a nice toolbox deck. And with that, I'll say goodbye. Have a lovely day and take care. Bye bye.